Okay, so we finally have an official announcement for the Switch 2, but at the same time, Nintendo didn't exactly give us a lot to work with, although we did get our first look at a new game that appears to be Mario Kart 9, which is pretty interesting on its own simply due to the fact that Mario Kart 8 is literally the 5th best-selling game of all time and has nearly 100 courses of content. So I imagine that Nintendo has got to be cooking up something special if they're hoping to follow that up with a new entry. And actually, I did notice a couple of interesting details with what little footage we did get. If we stop the trailer right here, is Rosalina driving a snowmobile? And it's a bit hard for me to make out, but I think Daisy might be riding some kind of weird hybrid jet ski thing. So I'm thinking that either they're going even wilder with the kart customization aspect of things, or they're letting you pick from a much crazier selection of pre-built karts to drive. It makes me wonder if maybe they're harkening back to the Diddy Kong racing days of old, where you could use things like hovercrafts and planes to be able to take wildly different routes through any given course. Not to mention that there are now 24 starting lines, which implies that they might be doubling the number of possible active racers per race. Which probably says something about the Switch's power, but I also imagine that these courses will need to be gigantic in order to handle all of that chaos at once, which would make sense if they're going to allow all these different types of cars to be constantly taking different routes and shortcuts through every stage. Maybe the snowmobile is great at going off-road to cut corners while the jet ski drives on top of water instead of going under. Maybe instead of gliders, there's dedicated flying carts that get access to exclusive air-based routes or something like that. I could see this idea being really cool, and I mean, I can't be the only one that has wanted more games like Diddy Kong Racing for a while. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. Am I onto something here, or am I just going crazy? And I'll see you all in the next one.